everybody, welcome back to another episode of Let's Play OmniFactory. This is episode 49, I think. Give me a sec. Yep, okay, 49. So, what did I do between episodes? I don't rightly remember, other than the fact that I fixed the... what is it? The liquid air system. Yes, the gases and all that. This whole room. Right, so off camera, I think the issue was that we weren't moving fluids out of the system or something like that. Honestly, I should have watched the last few minutes of the last episode to remind myself, but I just wanted to get going today. Why is this stopped? Idling. Input. Good air. Not enough tanks. Oh. Okay. I think that the system is backed up because I don't have anywhere for these fluids to flow into. Okay, so why don't I just go take care of that? Oh, you know what? I got a better idea. Let's see. Trash and fluid filter. There we go. Get rid of the excess. Now let's go for some conduits. There we go. And I just realized I forgot to turn sound on, so you're not hearing anything sound-wise in Minecraft. So that's not a problem. Okay, so what I want to do is run a pipe over this way. And before I do anything, let me just connect it like this, and then put the fluid filter in here. Now I want to say noble gases will be blacklisted, and liquid air will be blacklisted. Okay, so we're gonna say this is a absolute low priority. So now it will insert any items that any fluid that it can't send out of the system into that trash can. And there we go, it is emptying out. So the noble gases should still go into the system here, into the big boy cryogenic tower number 2. And I'm just gonna watch this for a second to make sure that it's doing what I hope it's doing. Ah, that's good stuff. Okay. Sorry about that, I had to take another swig. So that is doing its business. And as I'm walking around here, I'm now reminded that I don't think I had set up this tower off camera. So this tower is taking in noble gases, which is a byproduct of... That's not it. The noble gases is a byproduct of the liquid air in the other distillation tower, right? So with the noble gases, when we process this in the distillation tower, we get fluids like argon, neon, krypton, helium, and xenon. All of those will become relevant in our questing later on. And speaking of quests, let's go ahead and collect some of these quests that I had opened up or completed. So yeah, here we go, the noble gases quest. Breaking down noble gases into their components will require 53 iterations of distilling liquid air. To acquire the buckets needed for one batch, running multiple towers, if you can generate liquid air fast enough, it's not a bad idea. You'll be needing large quantities of the various gases, so you should get this automated and running continuously. Yeah, I think that's a typo right there. Argon. For example, is important for production of advanced silicon butyls. I'm just going to take a screenshot of that. Okay, so let's complete that quarter. Get the nitrogen. And from there, we can go out into nitrogen dioxide, the tetranitromethane, and eventually the cetane diesel. But also we want acetic acid, and if I'm not wrong, okay, so yeah, that's another thing that I'm going to be wanting to do is make fermented biomass, because that will net us some ethanol, carbon dioxide as well, ammonia, which we're going to be needing, methanol and methane, and acetic acid. So all these fluids are going to be useful. So to make the fermented biomass, I'm going to need a fermenter and a lot of biomass. So I may make a separate system, possibly inside of a compact room, to make the biomass and to make the byproducts. Okay, enough of that. Let's go back to our system here, or our main terminal. Put away some things. Now, I prepared a craft table with some items, as you can see. The crystalline ingots. I made enough for 3 blocks of the ingot, and hopefully this will be enough to get us going on auto crafting packaged auto. So there is the crystalline ingots. Now I need to make them into blocks. Okay, let's make sure there's no quest. So we'll pop that in. Now, if I type in @packaged, I'm gonna want a encoder. Yeah, okay, I'll go with 1 for now. And as you can see, the encoder requires, let's see if I can find it. It does require a block of crystalline. I'm not sure what component requires it, but I can look at it in a second. But nonetheless, let's get that crafted up. And the unpackager, we'll want one of those too. And then we're gonna need some of these. These are like basically the patterns for AE2. So we'll definitely need some of these. Now, I want to see something. Is unpackager? Okay, I don't think it's this. What is it about this that requires the crystalline? Oh, it's the pattern. It's the holders that require the crystalline, I believe. Let's double check. Yeah, okay. It's just the holders that require the blocks. Okay, so that's going to be crafting up. Next, I believe I have a electrolyzer in here. Face, we're gonna want 2 of these, and pump and arm, and I think that's it. So all I need now is to grab our tungstate. We are gonna start processing this up. Oh, and there's one more thing I need. Hydrogen. Gonna need a hydrogen bucket. And let me just see my reserves here. Oh, goodness, I don't have any hydrogen? We're gonna have to fix that. What's a good way to get hydrogen exactly? Salt water. I don't know what I'm using hydrogen for. That would be empty of it. Let's see. Oh, you know what? It's probably making, yeah, it's okay. The deuterium. I can probably end deuterium process. Let me just go and look that up. Not that room. This room. Let's see here. Where is the deuterium or hydrogen? Okay, it's coming out of here. So let's turn this off. I never set this up properly. Let's do this. Let's say 64 buckets. Emit when levels are above. Okay. So that should stock us up some hydrogen. In the meantime, let's go down to this room here. And we will pop a electrolyzer on here. And now to set this baby up. So we got a robot arm on this side. That's going to be an import. Then get the interfaces. So we'll do tungstate and set this as a high priority. And I should grab some cable. That might help. cable. Okay. Excuse me. Okay, let's see here. I can go and pipe it around here. All right, so now we need to pipe in the hydrogen. So we'll do from the top, import. And there we go. Connect that with the hydrogen bucket. Okay, so that's getting hydrogen now. And it's gonna need about, I think 7 buckets. Yeah, 7 buckets of hydrogen. And that's gonna fill up slowly. So now, honestly, I could just probably do this. No. Yes. No, it doesn't really matter. Never mind. Okay, I'm just gonna take care of this. I was thinking, what would be a good way to get both items and fluids out of the machine if both buttons are on? I was gonna say the ME conduits, but I'm not too scuffed about it, so it's not a big deal. Oh, crap. I hate the stupid shift button. There we go. And voila. That should be working. Let me get that to hide and hide that. Okay, so now we should be making some tungsten, although I need to see about improving the hydrogen situation. Possibly I could start electrolyzing the excess amount of water I have. Let's see here, autoclave, where's the electrolysis? Okay, so there's that. Okay, so back to the packager system. We have everything we want, all good to go. Now I'm gonna want, let's say 3 more packagers, because I want to set up something awesome. Let's say 4. Okay, I need more Canthal. Let's go 256. So that will make up some Canthal. And I think I had requested some nichrome off camera. So, yep, there we go. Wait, nichrome. I believe so I got the quest for that, so that's awesome. Let's look at that quest before I go back to looking at something else. Packaged Auto is an add-on for AE2. Its main purpose in OmniFactory is to allow you to automate extended crafting recipes. Applied Energistics 2 stores recipes and patterns, but they are limited to at most 9 stacks of items, a standard 3x3 grid. Packaged Auto stores recipes and package recipe holders, which don't have this limitation. Additionally, each holder can store up to 20 different recipes. Holders must be encoded in the encoder. The vast majority of situations, you'll need 2 identically coded holders, as the following machines work together. The packager is a machine that compresses. Okay, so that's a whole mess there, and I will explain it as I get into it. Okay, back to what I was doing. I want to upgrade the Canthal here to nichrome. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8. Let's see. 7 times 6. No, 1. No, 16 plus 70. What the hell? Okay, never mind. Easy math. So 16 for the 1 initial EBF, and then 70 more for the shared coils. So that's 80 that 86 that we're gonna need. So let's get 46 more coils and put those away for the time being. Can we make the alloy smelters now? Honestly, I don't know why I made 4. Well, yeah, actually I do. Never mind. Because this will be a dedicated system for a few sets of alloys. What I'm planning to do is basically I'm going to paralyze, not paralyze, but I want the alloy smelters to smelt up the 4 types of steel in parallel. And what this packager mod will allow us to do is essentially split the tasks between those 4 alloy smelters, and we can do it on round robin. So the recipe, the package that we'll make, just like the AE2 patterns, will go into a chest, and then it's going to get round robin split into the 4 machines. And it's kind of hard to explain off the top of my head right now, but once I get an example going, then it'll become more clear. So I'm going to take a break. I'm going to cut, and I will be back when all these machines, the packager and the smelter, are ready to go. Okay, see you shortly. Okie doke, we are back, everybody. So I got my items here, and I got the unpackagers here. So what we need to do is first find a place for this. I think I might be needing another CEF. And I already have one. I totally didn't make that off camera. I actually am serious. I just apparently had an extra CEF on hand. So that's good. So I just want one more wire. That should be good. Now I'm going to come over here. I think so. Space. Boom, boom. I'm just going to set up this. I want a dedicated tower because I want to be able to easily access or set this up how I want it to work. Okay, so now we have our alloy smelters like so. Now I'm going to put, and you know what? I might need to extend this wall outward. So now I'm going to put these unpackagers on the sides of these furnaces, right? Now the packager, so the unpackager and the packager block right here, they go together. Like the quest book was saying, you need to have a packager for a unpackager. Now, I think I'll put like the packager right here. This way it will be connected to these once I hook them up. And we won't have to go too far to, well, I would need to make another encoder if I wanted to not go very far and put it somewhere nearby. Nonetheless, let's see, where is my destruction gadget? I believe it's already primed for, oh crap. Get out of here. Oh, get out of here. Oh my god. Why there's so many baby zombies? Jesus Christ. Get out of here. Now I need cobblestone. Or corp. Or something. You know what? Let me go get some corp. Ugh. Okay, corp. Don't have enough corp. Let's get some corp. It's a funny word. Ah, shit, I wanted that chest. Let me get that chest. Get the corp. The corp is not even ready. It's making corp. I think that should almost be enough. That should be good, I think. Let's try. Okay, so, you know, off topic a little bit here. Go back to our room here. And let's see, what was the, yeah, alt. So we want a floor, a wall, sorry. And let's see, I'll put it here. What? that's not a wall. There we go. I think that's right. Click. My nerves are a little bit shot because I got an energy drink in me, so yeah, that's something. Let's see, can I get go? And then floor. Bada boom. Okay. Do I have my exchanging gadget? Yes, I do. I don't have. Wait, what? No, G. Oh, there we go. Okay. Right then, so we have more space, and I would be connecting AE2 cable right here because it will interact with this, as the mod itself was built in mind to work with AE2. Anyway, so I'm just gonna dig out some room here. I'm gonna need more cabling, or more conduit rather. Wait a minute. Yeah, so I am gonna need to pipe out the back, I believe. And you know what? Wait, is my shift button broke again? Damn it. Hold on, I'll be right back. Okay, sorry about that. Sometimes my shift button gets stuck on and I have to fiddle with it to get it working again. Okay, so I'm gonna go back up to my main terminal here, and I'm gonna put this probably here. All right, so now we have this whole interface. We have a save button, a load button, which will basically allow us to put these holders in here, and then we can save to it, or we can load, right? Now, what I want to do is first we'll start with steel. We'll say, okay, where is steel? So steel, and what am I using to make steel right now? Coal dust, okay. So steel ingot, bada boom. Now can I didn't want to do that. Try that again. Okay, so I want to do is get, let's say 4. What I'm doing here is I want to set this up so we'll make multiple amounts of the ingot at one time. So that when we go to actually request, it will kind of divvy up the request and split it amongst the alloy smelters. Okay, so we don't have all the steel yet. But I'm just gonna do the first steel ingot on camera, and then I'll cut and get the rest of the patterns encoded, and then come back and finish off the encoding part of this system and show you all what I did. Where is that steel? I didn't get another steel. Wait, is it in my inventory? No. Steel. Come on. There it is. Okay. So what I'm going to do here is say 4 coal dust and 4 wrought iron equals 4 steel ingots. So we'll save that. Right. So now we have a recipe holder with a processing pattern for 4 steel ingots. Now if I hit load here, it's going to clear it out. I put this back in, hit load, it's going to load that. Okay, so let me go ahead and get the other ingots in there and I will come back. Okay, see you shortly. Okay, everybody, I'm back. So I went and set up the smelter system to work like so. We have a chest here and we have the interface. This is where I'm going to put patterns, and the patterns will come in here and then split off in a round robin style into these 4 unpackagers, and the unpackager will take what is basically this item right here, a recipe package, and it's going to put it into the system here. Okay, now I do need to power the system, the CEF. So let me just get that wired. Go. So that should be getting power. Okay, good. Now we are still going to be using AE2 patterns in a way, and I will show you what I mean. Now, if I look up recipe, we can see that there are 4 patterns here: steel ingots, N steel, dark steel, and E steel. This is because I have that one packager that I put above the 4 unpackagers is holding one of these, the recipe holder. So it now knows how to make these. So I'm gonna craft up one of these. And so basically when I request these patterns, it's going to take the items that it would normally use to make the item and then consume them and bundle them into this package. That's why it's taking a little bit of time. Why is there 5 now? Why is there 6 now? What? Okay, weird. Glitch, I guess. So, but yeah, what I was saying is it takes the items, puts it into a package, and now we can use this package to make the patterns, okay? So, what I'm gonna do now, steel ingot. Okay, we have 4 of the basic, but I'm gonna need, wait. Hold on, let me just think here. Yeah, okay, so I'm gonna need the steel and the dark steel. And what that makes up, we're gonna go into our little pattern thing here, and we're gonna let's take the E steel first. So we'll take the pattern, right? And then we'll say one of these will equal 4 ingots. And now we have a AE2 pattern that will then put into the interface that will accept this. Now what we could do is say that multiple of these could equal more, but I'm just going to keep things simple and set it up so it's only in a 1-to-4 ratio here. Almost got the last of the steel. Why does it keep feeling it? Yeah, I'm keep things simple and just do things like I am doing them now. Okay? Oh, there we go. Okay. So there's E steel done. So I'll get rid of that. And then steel ingot. And get rid of that. N steel. And get that. And dark steel. And there we go. So let's go back to our system here and put these in here. Now, before I do anything else, I want to make sure that I remove this, and that, right? Because we don't want to confuse our system. So let's just repurpose these patterns and put them back in here. So now, if I request, say, 64, before I request it, let me make sure that everything is hunky dory here. Okay, so oh my god, zombie, you need to go away. So our extract is on. This should receive. Go away. This should receive the. What? Why do I have a random fluid interface? Whatever. So yeah, this should receive the request. So I'm gonna put this terminal right here so that I can test it. And then I don't need an interface. I don't need a interface for each thing. So let me just take conduits and get a single interface. All right. And for these smelters, we put on output. But just to make sure that this works, I'm going to leave the connections for the smelters off. Let's do 64 steel. Excuse me? Oh boy, I messed up. I messed up one of the patterns. Let me be right back. Okay, everybody. I just came back. I can report that this is now fixed. However, I had to go off camera and fix it and set up only steel. But if you can see, any minute now, this should start populating with packages, and they will get round robined out into the smelters here. And now they are all smelting. Is this working right? I think so. Oh, you know what I need to do is I need to add a downgrade so it only pulls out a few at a time, fewer at a time. But yeah, this looks good. We are way over on time, so I'm gonna stop the episode here, and I will come back in the next episode after I've fixed up every other recipe, and we will move on with other cool stuff. Okay, see you next time. Bye bye.